Hello, this is One with a video review. I would say new, but it isn't really a new review. I had already reviewed this figure, but YouTube took it down because of reasons. It was really never clear. So I'm re-reviewing this figure again. So the figure is not new, it's the Evangelion production model Unit 2 Gamma from, as usual, the Revoltech series sculpted by Katsuhisa Yamaguchi, the Revoltech number 137. Now this figure was released quite a bit ago. I think it was 2013 or 14. I think it was 2014. Quite honestly, it has been a while since Yamaguchi released any figures. Recently, it has been announced that they are re-releasing again, what a surprise, a few select Evangelion Evolution figures, including Evangelion Unit 1 and Unit 3, I think Mark 6 and 9, and Unit 4 and 2, the original Unit 2. So, if I'm correct, they say they are going to add new figures to the lineup, but I'm not really sure because it was in Japanese and I used Google Translate, so it's about 30% accurate. So anyhow, this is the third iteration of, well, technically it is a 4 iteration of the Evangelion Unit 2 that we see in the revealed Evangelion continuity from Evangelion 3.0 You Cannot Redo, also known as Evangelion Q. After Mari turns the Eva into the beast mode and completely transforms it into some beast, Ritsuko somehow manages to put it back with her Magi-Science, and we see that the damage that the unit received is severe enough that many parts of the unit are actually replaced with robotic parts. We see half the head of the unit and the left arm are mechanical in nature. So I'm going to be showing you the figure again. As usual, this uses the same mold of the Evangelion Unit 8 Beta, and well, the box is the same that they used for the typical Revoltech. We have the a few action poses, the name of the figure in the side, and a clear window to see the figure. So I have already seen this figure, so I'm not going to pretend surprise either way. So here we have the figure out of the box. I'm going to be fairly quick this time. I think the original video was about 20 minutes long, but I think it's going to be shorter now. So, articulation. Well, let's start with quality. The figures from the Evangelion Q are, I think, notorious for their good quality, especially when compared to the 2.0 mold, which had a lot of mishaps here and there. The figure I have comes with this tiny paint smudge in here. I don't know if you can get to see it, it's just a smudge of silver paint. I've been wanting to scratch it off, but I don't want to damage the glossy finish nor the red paint on the vignette. I think it is molded in red plastic, but I'm not sure, and I normally edit it out in Photoshop, so it really doesn't matter. But it is a problem with quality with this figure. Besides that, everything is fine there. I don't see anything else. Now, the Q figures are also known for the great sculpt that they have, the tiny details that you can see everywhere on the figure. You can see them on the head and especially on the mechanical parts of the other arm, of the mechanical arm, and of the machine gun arm that it's over here. It's filled with tiny details here and there, but I'm going to talk about those later. Okay, now about the articulation. The Eva comes with 2 articulations on the neck, one that joins it with the base of the head and one that joins it to the torso. There is 1 articulation on the shoulder, 1 on the elbow. The articulation on the wrist is with a peg that allows for better motion than with a Revoltech joint. I really like those. And there is a tiny joint on the base of the pylon that allows it to move independently. Well, kind of independently to the arm, because it is like this. If you take it out, you can see that part of the pylon is actually molded into the arm. That is something that I did not like about this. Normally you can take the pylon out completely, so this one looks just off. But well, the mechanical arm comes with an articulation on the shoulder and one articulation midway into the bicep like this. It's strange. There's an articulation on the elbow, and the articulation on the wrist is with another peg. There's an articulation on the torso, an articulation on the leg that allows it to move forward and sideways depending on where the joint is pointing, an articulation on the knee, and a tiny articulation on the foot. It's basically the same ones that the Evangelion 8 beta has, but just to be clear about them, since the figure is asymmetrical, the hands are pretty much the same. Oh, there. There is the hands of the figure. I really like the hands that this figure has, because it comes with the relaxed hands like this. The details on the hands are something that I really like about this figure too. The rest of the hands are over here. You can see that there are fists on the center. We have hands for holding knives, which go with this weapon. And there is one that could be said is for... not quite sure, but it could be like a rifle or something like that. Pretty much every Eva figure comes with a hand for holding a rifle, even though not all of them have. The vast majority come with a rifle, but this one doesn't. But well, now when it comes to weapons, this Eva comes with two. The first is the double blade that Asuka uses in the battle at the Terminal Dogma with Evangelion 13. I'm not going to say spoilers because the movie is like 4 years old and pretty much everyone knows what happens by now, even with all the time that it took for the dub to be released. But well, it's a blade that it's about 1.5 times bigger than the Eva, and as in the movie it can be split in two, like this. The second weapon that comes with this Eva is the machine gun arm. We see in the movie that Asuka technically rips the arm apart and replaces it with a machine gun, so heads up to Final Fantasy VII fans over there. You just snap this part in here, or wait, is it from the top or in here? Let me check that out. I don't remember now, it's been a while. No, it's in this one. I thought it had to be on here. Wait a second. Yeah, you have to take out the arm with the section that goes after the elbow. This one, so that you can join the machine gun arm to the second articulation from the elbow, the big black one in here. So this one has another joint in here that allows it to bend like an elbow. And yeah, that's it for weapons. The other attachment the other thing that goes with this figure is this tiny rod that you can plug on the back of the Eva to help it stand without the help of the base. I think this one is a bit redundant, because if you want it to stand on the ground, you can either use the base, the transparent base that I'm using, or this one, which looks better. I don't know, it seems off. So yeah, this is pretty much it for this figure. Now, I'm not convinced about, well, something that I like and I don't like about this figure is the fact that it combines the typical glossy finish of the Revoltechs with some matte painting here on the mechanical arm and on the head and on the grip of the double blade. The thing about it is that you can easily leave fingerprints on it, and they're going to be very noticeable and hard to clean. And the things that you would suppose would be very, very glossy, like the rest of the figures, are precisely the ones that are not. Like most of the mechanical parts are a bit less shiny than the red part of the Eva. So, yeah, on that side it's strange. Now, I had said before that this sculpt of this particular sculpt, well, all those sculpts from Evangelion Q, this Eva, Unit 8, Beta, Unit 13, Mark 9, are particularly good. Some of the best that Yamaguchi made from Evangelions. They are very close to their on-screen counterparts, both in proportions, on details, and everything. The only thing better are obviously the assembly models that were solved by Kotobukiya, and I think Bandai made some. I don't remember really, but they are really good too. But obviously, when you want a smaller figure that you can put on your desk or somewhere else, this is really the figure you have to go. There is really no question that on this size, these are the only figures that they made of Evangelion Q. The rest are pretty big. I don't remember the size of the Kotobukiyas or the real action heroes, but those are rather big. But I really like the Revoltechs because of that, because of their size, and especially this incarnation because how close they are to their on-screen counterparts. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this up now. Sorry for the long time before another update. I'm going to try to upload another video next month at least. I have been busy. But yep, this was One with a new video review. The Revoltech number 137, the Evangelion production model Unit 2 Gamma, sculpted by Katsuhisa Yamaguchi from Evangelion 3.0 You Cannot Redo or Evangelion Q. And thanks for watching.